Circle Rants. Mark out with us. Hey guys, Mr. Awesome RC Gate here, and welcome to another edition of the Squared Circle Rants podcast. And my God, this year is just getting weirder and weirder, and we're only 12 days in to 2022. And just mix of emotion, but to stay with the weirdness for a second, like for instance, I live in Oregon, it's January, and yet we were close to 60 degrees in January. I mean, with Oregon, depending where you live, you get snow, mostly rain, other parts, definitely cold weather, but I couldn't believe it. Anytime I went outside, I didn't need my hoodie. I didn't need to put something over my head. I mean, I'm not complaining. It was good weather, but it was like, what is going on with this year? I even had my window open for a while just to get a good breeze while I worked out. I can't get over it. And of course, we've had a lot of sad news. We lost a lot of good celebrities. Betty White, Sidney Poitier, here recently, just Bob Saget. And it's like, God, what a, horrible way to start the year. And of course, over in wrestling, it gets weird as well, where we started out the year with these ridiculous releases. I won't go through the names again. You know who they were. Except for one name that was reported after I had recorded the last podcast, and that was Samoa Joe. And like, what the hell? Again? Like, that was my first thought. You let him go again? But hopefully, no matter where he goes, no matter where he goes, I don't know why I said hopefully, he's going to make a huge impact. No, I'm not predicting impact. Of course, it would be interesting. I mean, anywhere he goes, he's going to draw attention. It's awesome, but it's just sad to start the year that way. But then we really switched to weird, where it was announced, I believe, Friday Night SmackDown. I saw the report before I watched SmackDown, and I'm still blown away. They announced for the Women's Royal Rumble, they announced other names we could have expected. Nikki Bella, or the Bella Twins. Lita, which is awesome. I prefer to be surprised. But I kind of get what they're doing. They're trying to get people in. And of course, with all the releases, they didn't have a lot of women. But the really weird one was Impact Women's Champion Mickie James. Like, I had to do a double take. I had to reread it, and then I saw it on SmackDown and went, what? WWE is working with another company. I mean, I'm not going to say they're going to be partners, but this is weird. I mean, like I said, they're letting go so many good, talented wrestlers. And they want to, well, as people are calling it, open the forbidden door and letting a wrestler from Impact in. And not just that, this is a woman who, of course, was booked horribly while she was there. And then the infamous trash bag story after she got let go. And she wanted to go back. Like, I don't. I mean, it's up to her. No one's here to tell her what to do. Mickie James, very talented woman, makes up her own mind. But it's just, wow. Like, the way things have been going with WWE, it was something you did not expect. And there's rumors, or a lot of talk that not just Impact, they're going to have some surprises for the men's Royal Rumble and open that forbidden door, which I'm psyched for it. I'm more flabbergasted than anything that WWE would do this. And of course, I can sit here and speculate for a while of who in the men's is going to come in. But as I said a little earlier, I want to be surprised. I mean, that's what I've always loved about the Royal Rumble. I mean, not just, it's a big event, 30 men, all that. I do miss the 40 men. I'm not going to lie. I was a big fan of that. But, I like this guy came in at, this time, or look who it is, or there could be celebrity surprises, or a wrestler we haven't seen in a while, or a returning wrestler. And I mean, we already got the announcement. The celebrity in this one, if there's just one, is of course going to be Johnny Knoxville, and I'm pumped. I'm a huge Jackass fan. And there's no way he's winning the title, but it's cool. It'd be funny to see him go in, get his ass kicked, get thrown out. We know he's not going to win. So it's just going to be pure entertainment. I like that. But now I'm really intrigued to see who else is going to show up. AEW. Well, I highly doubt AEW. That's, it's odd that they have someone from Impact, but still AEW being their main competitor. But who knows? WWE have given AEW a ton of talent, so why not? Oh, maybe Adam Cole. But no, I'm not going to speculate. But man, I just can't get over it. This is really just out there for WWE. Is this their way to get people in, to go, hey, look, we work with other people? A way to, get more eyes on a product that a lot of us, big fans that have been watching for years and we're not really liking a lot of what's going on. Is this where to go, hey guys, look what we did? A little, not exactly a swerve, but maybe something to possibly make up for all the crap that's been going on. I don't know. Time will tell. Royal Rumble's here on the 29th. So we'll just have to wait and see, but I'm definitely excited. To see an Impact wrestler while contracted to be a part of a WWE event is just weird. It's not unheard of, but in this day and age, this weird COVID riots, bad booking year or years we've had, or era, like I said, you don't expect this. Or I definitely didn't expect it. So definitely excited for Royal Rumble to see, are they going to continue to work with Impact or other promotions, even though, oh wait, that's another thing. I just forgot about that. Here's a company who's getting rid of all these pro wrestlers and hiring people that they can train who have no wrestling background, and yet they're doing this. It's just weird. I just can't get over it. But Scott D'Amore said, no, it was Mickey wanted to do it. WWE came in with the idea and he signed the contract. So we'll definitely see how this plays out. Like I said, I just wanted to start the show off with that, get that, out of my head. It's been, ever since that came out, I went, I got to do another episode, but I was going to wait, let it breathe, try to come to you guys with a somewhat coherent show. Well, actually, no. Let's stay on this. Not well, not weird train. I guess we're gonna go into more sad or more so disappointment. I mean, we all know NXT or the NXT we loved is gone. It's dead. I've said it before. I'm not going to go into it again. Um, and whatever the hell this new NXT is, I don't know. There's some entertaining segments, some good matches, but the rest of it is just horseshit in my eyes. I mean, for God's sakes, we had a what do they call it? A crowbar on a pole match. Seriously, like they're just going deeper and deeper back into the 90s and trying to present it in this, new age. And apparently there's a good reason. Well, not a good reason, but there's a reason behind why it looks so much like the 90s or in that era. I got this from WrestleZone. According to a new report from PW Insider, the NXT creative team will no longer operate independently of WWE's Raw and SmackDown brands. Yeah, we kind of saw that coming. And they will now report to Christine Lebrano? I don't know. And Bruce Pritchard. So, there it is. There's that 90s feel. And Bruce did a lot for WWE. You can't deny it. He did a lot for a lot of good wrestlers. However, every time I see something like horrible on NXT or even Raw, SmackDown, but I'll stick with NXT here because we're talking about behind the scenes, is, like seeing a crowbar on a pole match or this one guy, I forgot her name, but all she does is sleep. It's just ridiculous. I just want to chant out, fire Pritchard, please. You remember the Russo chants. It just upsets me. Well, then why do you watch it, Ryan? Just leave me alone. Whatever. But it was noted that this change was at least short term. But NXT now will be more consistent in how Raw and SmackDown operate and reporting directly to Pritchard and Lebrano, who joined the company in January 2021. She is the current SVP of Creative Writing Operations for WWE, while Pritchard is the Executive Director of SmackDown and Raw. More evidence why we should get rid of Pritchard. Additionally, it was noted that Johnny Russo, no relation, will be leading the NXT writing team under the direction of Pritchard and Lebrano. Russo has been with WWE since 2011, worked various jobs on all three brands over the years, most recently serving as NXT lead writer since July 2020. Dewey Foley, that is the son of Mick, and Anthony Golden Jr. will also remain on NXT creative team, with Foley also leading the 205 Live team. 205 Live still around? What? I may try it. Maybe I'll do that. Like one of these podcasts, we'll take a look at what the hell 205 Lives have been doing. Actually, I might just do it right now. Who cares? This is a year of who gives a damn, right? Just do what you want. Actually, yeah, screw it. Let's do that. Give me a moment while I set this up, and we will see what's up with 205 Live. All right, and we're back. This is from the December 24th episode. So they don't even keep up that. Well, I don't know. They already just seeing that. Oh, it's from December 24th. Already giving me main event and superstar vibes. Oh, and we have a female wrestler. Okay. I mean, I kind of heard these things. I read reports that they were, well, and obviously they got rid of the freaking cruiserweight title. But yeah, this is ridiculous. Then don't call it 205 Live anymore. What? I mean, if she, oh, what's her name again? The gal from Diamond Mine. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy ranting. I'm sorry. I mean, she looks good. She really big ass kicker, but the hell is the point of? Wouldn't you just have that on NXT or even main event superstars? I'm shocked those are still around. And freaking A, it took me so long to find 205 Live because of Peacock. Yeah, don't worry. This isn't going to be the whole podcast. I just had to take a look. And they're obviously doing what they were, 205 Live in the NXT arena, whatever they call it. Fallon Henley? I don't no clue who that is. Alright, let's skip ahead on this one. Really don't care. I don't know either of these women. Of course, well, you're misogynistic, Ryan. You should be watching to get to know them. But I can already tell this is just to elevate the girl from the Diamond Mine. You know she's not going to lose. That's another thing. WWE is just getting way too predictable. Alright, let's see what else they got to offer. Oh, holy crap. Is that who I think it is? Nigel McGuinness! Oh, that's where he's been hiding. I forgot about that. I mean, I hear his voice on NXT UK, which I am just freaking so behind on. It's a shame because that's the good NXT now, or the true NXT. Damon Kemp versus Andre Chase. I don't know who Damon is, and Andre Chase is could do without him. What else does this show got to offer? Oh, that's gonna be okay. That was the next match. So I mean, okay, I can't watch any more of that. So seemingly it's just all blending into one, which kind of like what Raw, SmackDown, and now NXT are doing. Jesus, that's disappointing because I remember when. Well, all this is disappointing, but I remember when the Cruiserweight Championship was actually a big deal. And it was. I mean, they had a good competition and all that, but God. Yeah, I can't even finish that. Since we're here, what do they have to offer on... Let's try main event. Let's see what these other shows... And I know they're usually far behind on their stuff. What do we got here? Oops. Oh, that's where Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz have been hiding. Square off against Truth and Akira Tozawa. Oh, oh God, that's all the way from December 23rd. Oh, and holy crap, that's where Veer is. This is hilarious. They've been showing his stupid vignettes or promos, whatever, for ages, it seems like. And this is where they have him hiding on main event. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, and poor T-Bar. I feel so bad for that guy. That's where he's been, too. Okay. Oh, wow. And they seemingly just have the same people for 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, or 3 weeks with Aziz. Oh no, Apollo Crews, there he is. I mean, a good place for the 24/7 championship because I'm seeing a lot of that. Um, but man, I mean, if they're gonna do it, promote it. I mean, that's what they should have done with this new NXT or anything to me that was too out there. Like, I understand they are World Wrestling Entertainment, but when it gets too goofy, put it somewhere else and promote it that way. I mean, that's what they could have done this whole time. All the Viking Raiders down to main event. Son of a. Alright, let's take a quick look at Superstars. And I just passed Heat to get to this. Remember that one when that was the C show? Oh, they're not even doing new episodes of Superstars anymore. That's funny. The most recent one they have is from... come on, keep going. I'll just say 94 until I can freaking get there. Come on. So they totally just gave up on that. Or no, okay, so November 12th, 1994 is the most recent one you can watch. And that had the Smoking Guns get their hands on Bam Bam Bigelow and Tatanka. Yokozuna prepares to face his fear. Okay, so at least they finally put that one out of its misery because no one was watching it. I doubt anyone's watching main event. If you are, let me know in the comments below and tell me what you think about why do you keep watching. Is it to see at least all the other wrestlers that we don't get to see on Monday or you know, Raw or SmackDown? Oh my god. Yeah, oh man. Okay, so enough of that. That was... I hope I didn't get you completely excited for that. That was just disappointing. Anywho. Let's get into some of these fun headlines. Well, they are the headlines that could be anything. I already talked about that. More entrants in the Royal Rumble. This one was kind of sad. Well, cool, and then sad. Former WWE star Charlie Haas stretchered out during Impact Wrestling tapings. Poor guy. That was shared by a member of the Squared Circle Rants Facebook group, Mr. Derek Gade. Yes, I think we're related. Possibly. But he shared this from Wrestling News Co. As noted earlier, former WWE star Charlie Haas made his Impact Wrestling debut and he set up a match with Josh Alexander. Oh, spoilers. Sorry about that. I don't know if you don't know by now, Impact pre-records. But later in the tapings, Haas wrestled Alexander, and that led to an angle with the former Ring of Honor ROH wrestlers coming out to attack both Haas and Alexander. I heard about that for the pay-per-view that they jumped in. And it's a weird grouping, but I'll take it. It's cool to see them. I believe Bennett, Taven, PCO, Vincent. Was there a fifth? I can't remember the fifth. Anywho, they essentially did the, invade, beat the crap, but unfortunately, and I haven't... Oh, okay, update. Yeah, they said he was stretchered out, and at first I thought it was a work. But no, Tommy Dreamer, I know a name people don't want to hear right now, confirmed no, he was hurt. And the update here reports that Haas was knocked loopy, in quotes. but he was feeling better backstage. Oh, okay. So not a huge thing. Good it was. Less damage than we all thought it would be. Thank God. There's a really good article here if you guys want to go see it in the Facebook group, which I am going through because I'm lazy. Okay? I share stuff and then I share it with you. You're welcome. Anywho. A good story from ProWrestlingStories.com. This was shared to the group by Doug, or Debonair Douglas. And they talk about the West Texas Rednecks and the story behind the song Rap is Crap. This is an interesting question I brought up. And I just found it randomly. Sorry if I can't give credit to whoever originally made this. I apologize. Looks like from the group 2000s WWE. Yep. So from that page, I found it, gave you credit. But I ask you a question. You can answer in the Facebook group, which I urge you all to join. We share articles, memes, have a good time, debate, argue, rant, whatever. Or you can answer here in the comments below, here on YouTube. It says here, if we're being honest, the world hasn't been okay since John Cena stopped wrestling. Do you agree or disagree? Let me know. I have to say, I kind of agree with that. Because John Cena, no, he's not a technical pro wrestler. He does lean heavily on the entertainment side, but he is good at it. He has never missed a step. Well, if you count missing a step when you can hear him talking, but other than that, no, he is a future Hall of Famer in my eyes, and it is good to see him. Even if they tried to book him to go for the title, which is ridiculous because he's not a full-timer. I've bitched about that before. But yeah, I mean, WWE without John Cena is weird. But he'll be back someday. We all know he will. Oh, this was weird and funny. Got this story from Mandatory. The title, Rick Boogs. I think y'all know who that is. My name is Rick Boogs. You know, comes out with Shinsuke, all that. Which I heard via Cultaholic Wrestling that the reason we haven't really seen Shinsuke wrestle because he's trying to heal an injury. I mean, it sucks that we haven't seen him wrestle, and I would love to see him in the heavyweight title picture because he is a great guy or a great wrestler. But it is good that he's still getting TV time. He's still out there, you know. I just can't wait to get him back in the ring. But back to this weird title. The Boogs Man, or Rick Boogs, ate a bag of cat food during his attempt to gain weight. Can't say I've ever gone to that extreme. Of course, then again, I'm not, big, bulky. I'm getting definition. I'm getting there. But I don't think I'd ever go for that. But he states, I've gone as far to coming up with the idea of eating cat food because I thought it would be a good snack on the go. Really? Anywho, I'd have highly dense, nutritious treats to carry in my pockets at all times. I was calorically satisfied, nutritionally full. These are words that don't compute in my brain, if you will. It was disgusting, Boog said. It didn't last very long, but the fact is that I went that far. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna. This guy doesn't make near as much as Hall of Famers, or sorry, main eventers, not Hall of Famers. Um, but I don't think he's starving being in WWE. So this is, I guess, an experiment gone wrong. Like, hey, the calories are there, but yeah, you can read that full article on the Facebook page. Heel Book, I love their stuff. Uh, oh, and here's another. This is actually from. I'm going to give them another shout. Is that what the kids say? Another shout out, shout, whatever. For this is another meme from 2000's WWE. Let's be honest. Triple H versus Vince McMahon for control of the company is the WrestleMania main event we need this year, and you're damn right it is. Oh, I mean, there's been times during all this, all the releases, all the rearranging, whatever the hell WWE is doing, that there was a something inside of me that was hoping that this was just all a work, that we were building to something like this. I can't say I predicted, and it probably won't even happen, but god damn, WWE needs this. We as the fans need this, and most of us would be behind Triple H. God, I want this. I want this so bad. But sadly, probably not going to get it, is the sad truth. But again, tell me what you think in the comments below. Before I go, I want to actually, with all this weird, sad angriness, I want to end on a high note. But before I get to that high note, let's go through, the sad stuff. This is from WrestleZone, or reported from WrestleZone. Major League Wrestling files antitrust lawsuit against WWE. And WWE issues a statement. I'm trying to find a way just to cliff note this, but essentially, I mean, there is other reasons there's many reasons they are suing WWE, but I'm just trying to cliff note it, let's just give one example. So let's start with this. Professional Wrestling Company, MLW, file lawsuit. They're calling it the federal court antitrust lawsuit is based on WWE's ongoing attempts to undermine competition and monopolize the professional wrestling market by interfering with MLW's contracts and business prospects. An example of this was MLW announced that it was in talks with Vice TV to air MLW programs on Vice. I remember that. Yeah, they had that special. It was all right. Of course, then again, that was my first time ever seeing it. I wasn't blown away, but I wasn't disappointed or anything. And then they claimed WWE executive warned Vice TV that WWE owner Vince McMahon was pissed that Vice TV was airing MLW programs and that Vice should stop working with MLW. The executive from Vice responded that WWE's conduct was illegal and an antitrust violation, with the WWE executive responding that she could not control McMahon. Which, if this is true, wow. I mean, again, if true, because this is just the report of what they're filing. This doesn't show us any proof. At the moment, it's kind of hearsay. But, once again, if true, wow. Like, that is just petty. Petty bullshit. as much as we bitch and moan about where WWE is going, are they selling? I'm not going to jump into that again. Um, they are still they're number one. You know, they when it comes to production, all the revenue that's coming in, yeah, they are number one. So for them to, if this is true, for them to do this is just horrible. Like, why wouldn't you want competition? That's what makes things better. Or does Vince just not want to change? Deep thoughts here on the Squared Circle Rants podcast. I tell you what. Oh, yeah, and then actually, to stay with that, I forgot about this. The bad boy Joey Janela responded to Fightful Wrestling on Twitter about this whole situation, saying this dude has no GCW written into his new contracts because I called him out for taking advantage of young talent. I hope that Titan puts him out. So oddly, Janela is on the side of WWE because according to him, he was wronged by MLW. But, you know, who really gives a damn what Janela has to say? I kind of lost. That was a wrestler I lost interest in very quickly. Like, I saw, say, 2 to 3 matches. I was like, oh, I kind of like this guy. The attitude, how he presented himself. He wasn't your typical hardcore wrestler. And then the more I saw him, it just, he's not that good. But what do I know, right? I'm just a guy that sits in his room / bar / workout studio and bitches about wrestling. Oh, and I am fat. I mean, I've been losing weight, but I'm that guy. I'm the what do they call that? The embodiment of the pro wrestling fan. You're welcome. Actually, you know what? Let's end with 2 feel-good stories. So there's a report that Corey Graves is cleared to compete for WWE. This is from Mandatory as well. However, and he says he's tried to come up or suggested ideas, but nothing's worked out yet. But really what got him to wanting to get back into the ring, and a lot of people have taken inspiration from, is Edge, which I'm still blown away. Him and Daniel Bryan. I mean, you thought it was over, done with, and I love that they're back. I didn't get a chance to see a lot of Corey Graves. I could go back to Peacock and see if they have his matches, but from what I did see, and I think it was mostly on the mic, you know, he's good at his promos, good at setting up a match. So it'd be really good to see him back in the ring. But here, I'm going to end it on this. A feel-good moment. This was from Chad Gable. Of course, Debonair Douglas shared this. Talk about another guy who's been booked poorly. But, hey, here recently on Raw, him and Otis got the Raw tag team titles. And I can't argue that. I mean, I think it's time for Randy and Riddle. Randy Riddle to separate, do their own things, maybe have a match or 2, but really feel good for Otis and Gable, even though the tag team division is not the best at this time. But this is what he had to say about winning. There's Chad Gable. There's winning championships, and then there's achieving dreams alongside your best friend. Otis and I have been talking about a night like last night, since we were training for the Olympics together in Colorado Springs in 2011. The Alpha Academy relationship is much more than a tag team. It's been a brotherhood for 10 plus years. After getting called up to Raw, I jokingly told Otis that there was a house for sale up the street from me if he wanted to move in. Within days, he told me he put in an offer and would be there in a few weeks. Since then, he's come over nearly every single day for us to leave puddles of sweat in my garage and some of the grittiest training sessions you could ever imagine. All with the goal of continually making progress in this profession and in life. I could not be happier or more proud of this man, my protege, my prize pupil, my number one guy, but most importantly, my friend. We did it. Hashtag Alpha Academy. And that's awesome. You know, with all the bull crap that's been going on, that's a feel-good moment. And I can get behind it. That's cool. But like I said, we're ending on that. Thank you for viewing this video. If you liked it, and I hope you did, like, share, subscribe. That really helps me out. Click that bell thing, whatever. Head on over to Facebook for the Squared Circle Rants Facebook page. You can also follow me on Instagram, where I post a lot of random crap and or sometimes, depending on the event, premium event. I do real reviews, just, you know, short little videos of my reactions to the events going on. But yes, thanks guys. Hope you have a wonderful week. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I am Mr. Awesome RC Gade, and thank you for marking out with me. Squared Circle Rants. Mark out with us!